Okay, guys, God bless you all. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Been busy doing a lot of stuff, but I kind of want to do this video really quick. I just want to get something out of my chest and just talk about the topic here, and I'm just going to go right into it. Transformers 1 was the worst marketed Transformers movie ever. Alongside Rise of the Beasts, this movie was just poorly taken care of. I don't know what the marketing team was thinking. Everything about people not knowing that this movie has come out. Now you see the box office, and I don't understand. And I understand that they might be having some financial struggles, but they're taking a huge gamble with this, and I just don't know what they're doing at this point. It's like they want the Transformers movies to be successful, but at the same time, they don't. What's going on at Paramount? Like, we do know that Skydance acquired Paramount, which is another story for another time because it's not that simple. It's not just simple, they just simply bought them. It's a whole chronicle that we should talk about in a later video down the line. But I think the marketing department has been like not marketing these films quite enough. Like in my local theater chain did not have any marketing, no cups, no popcorn buckets, nothing, nada. It was just sad. The movie was in 3D premiums. I saw a few IMAX screenings here, but other than that, the movie's being pulled from the premium screens a week later, and now being put on like normal screens, smaller theaters. I don't know what's going on. And now the movie's getting a digital release. The 22nd's getting a home release. What is happening? I don't get it. And they still want to make the Transformers G.I. Joe thing. This movie was awesome. Now it got buried. It got super buried by The Wild Robot, which I really want to see that movie. It looks good. Critically, did a little bit better than Transformers 1. And financially, it did better. Like, that movie's winning right now. And Transformers 1's getting buried. It's a flop. And this movie was awesome. This movie was such a great film. Not just a good Transformer movie, no. It was a great film, one of the greatest animated movies, I dare to say, of the decade. I haven't seen Wild Robot yet. Might go see it later on in the week. I love that movie. Transformers 1 was the perfect Transformers movie. And again, a great movie in general. It was perfect for me. And there's going to be discussions of Transformers fatigue and whatnot. I get a Transformers fatigue happening. I get it. One thing, this was an animated movie. Not a lot of people knew about this movie going in because, again, the marketing. And that first trailer really turned off a lot of people. Really, like, I don't know what they're waiting. I don't know. And honestly, I don't think Transformers and G.I. Joe, right now, they don't even have a script yet. Based on what they just said a few weeks ago on an interview. They don't know what they're doing. I really hope that they put some effort into this. Because great Transformers has the potential to be great. What's going on? I really hope. I love Paramount. Paramount's one of my favorite studios out there. And I just don't know. I don't know. And I get it, the financial struggles out there that they've been having the past few years, and I get that they can't do what they did, but focusing solely on on maybe putting them on Paramount Plus and see if they do well on the streaming platform. I don't know. I really hope that now that Skydance is like coming in and whatnot, like they can get that marketing department in that, in that groove, in the new groove, and they can do better stuff, and they could like market movies, better, for lack of a better word. Marketing is what makes and breaks a brand, a franchise, a product. And Transformers 1 really needed to get that word of mouth. And it has the good word of mouth, but not a lot of people are going to watch it. Honestly, it could be fatigue. But again, if it's fatigue, then there's people buying the comics. Maybe it's not the same niche. There's people buying the toys. Maybe it's not the same niche. But people aren't going to see these films. And I think one of the reasons was Transformers The Last Night. That movie really hurt the brand in terms of recognition. Right now, Transformers is trying to get their act back together and see if they can, come back. But again, marketing is what makes and breaks. Honestly, I was listening to a review from Fox 11, I think it was, of Transformers. It was glowing. It was a still review, but one of the things that he mentioned is that the movie was terribly marketed, and that's been a trend lately that I've been noticing with Transformer movies, and just the sheer strategy of just. Remember when they dumped Transformers: Rise of the Beast between that Dead Man Wonderland of movies, and every movie was just coming out in that same weekend. It was just bad. It was The Little Mermaid came out, Spider-Verse came out, Indiana Jones came out, The Flash, even though we all know what happened with that movie. The Flash came out. Everything was just coming out left and right. And that movie just did not, perform to the max. And it was considered a slight flop. And both of these movies, show that there's life after, Transformers Last Night. I think marketing is key. I think better storytelling is key. I'm kind of worried that now that Transformers 1's not doing that hot because of marketing, and I really hope that they don't get the impression of like, not doing great, not doing, they shouldn't do these types of movies and focus more on spectacle. I really hope that they don't do that. I really hope that they at least put out a sequel. Because it's gonna do decent money either way internationally. It's gonna do, and I know that they're gonna probably do a sequel, at least one more. But marketing, I really miss those days of like when they did these great displays of like just cool stuff out there. Like I remember the marketing for Jurassic Park, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. That thing was just a monster of a marketing. And I think movies like based on franchise like this should go more in that route, and they should try to do a push on the marketing. And again, I've said it for like the 10th time in this video. I get it. The financial side, they're not doing so great, but if you have something that is great, show it. Don't hide it. Take the risk. If you don't take the risk, then nobody's gonna know. If you don't take a risk, nobody's gonna know. And again, if you would have marketed if the movie was marketed and still would have flopped, then okay, then it's a flop. You lost money, but that fear of like not marketing something because you might think it might flop. It's just weird. I think it's been weird. The marketing for this movie was weird. Again, the trailers didn't even do justice for this movie. Like I think the second trailer was beyond different from the first one, and I liked the first trailer because I knew that this movie was going to be great regardless, but because you felt it, and all the people working on it felt passionate, and I really hope that they get a second chance, because I know that they can pull it off. Again, Spider-Verse did well. I think it did the first one. It did the projections, met them. Again, animated movies tend to do a little bit lower than live action stuff the first time around, and there's other, it depends on how, who receives and how who the movie's marketed towards, and who receives that information, and how these movies come to be. But again, guys, I really hope that they can get it right, and I really hope that we get another Transformers 1 sequel. The same team of creators, Josh Cooley and everybody that worked on this movie, and ILM doing the animation, and it bring another great story out there. I hope that this movie somehow makes enough money to warrant a sequel. Yeah, this is my rant. I was ranting. I needed a vent, because I just think it's unfair that we finally get a great Transformers movie, and I'm not knocking on Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts, because Bumblebee is my favorite live-action Transformers movie, and second to that is Rise of the Beasts. But this one really was made and with love and care, and it was a love letter. to the fans. And yeah, let's stay hopeful. And also, I really want them to succeed with the G.I. Joe crossover thing. Recently they were talking about them focusing more on the POV of the robots and how the G.I. Joe characters needed to react to that universe, not the other way around. You know, let's see how that works. I really hope. And also, I want to touch on a video that I might do down the line, and it's that the Angel Manuel Soto movie that is currently in development, and I really hope that movie gets made. I really, really do, because I want to see what Angel Manuel Soto can bring to that movie and whatnot. So let's see. Let's see, guys. My question is for you. What do you guys think of this, of what's going on with Paramount, what's going on with the marketing for this movie, and what's going on with the Transformers brand as a whole? Is it dead? Is it not dead? Do you think they should just take a break and do something else? Should they do a sequel? Question down below. God bless you all, guys. Remember, till OR1. Bye-bye.